right. My name is Morgan Iverson. We're at Fourth Wall. This is the Off the Fourth Wall podcast. To my right is
Imran Ali.
And directly in front of me is
Danny J. Quick.
All right. So this week our top topic is going to be, we did a list last week of we couldn't do a top 5 movies of all time because that's hard. You know, that's extremely hard, and there's going to be a lot of argument. So instead, we chose to go with, if you could only have 5 movies to watch the rest of your life, what would you go with? So but we did it as a small segment, so I thought that was kind of fun, and I was like, well, maybe we should do TV shows. So we're going to do our top 5 TV shows, but I need to preface.
It's going to be horrible.
I need to preface. I am 32 years old. I'm
31.
So let me say that we're doing this for our generation. For this generation, none of us are older than 35, right?
Right.
Yeah. So all right. So we're all pretty much. We're all pretty much 30 and above. So for this generation, these are our top 5 TV shows. That's what we're gonna start with, and we'll just roll from there. Since I'm sure that I'm going to completely disagree with Tori, I'm going to let Marquise go first.
You didn't want to rest in peace Prince first?
Huh?
You didn't want to rest in peace Prince first?
Oh! Wait. Before we go any further, we have to shout out Prince, man. Dude died today. And my wife, I got a message from my wife, and I was like, I had a dog named Prince, actually, you know what I'm saying? So when she texted me, she was like, Prince is dead. I thought she talking about my dog because we gave it away. So I was like, oh, man. I said, how? You know what I'm saying? Because we gave it away a while back.
Was your dog named after Prince?
No.
Okay.
It was just Prince. And so when she told me, I was like, what? What happened to whatever? And she was like, no, the singer. I was like, what?
Wait a minute, you care more about Prince the singer than the dog?
I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then I went to the news and I saw it and I was like, this cannot be real. So I have to shout out Prince. I said we have to shout this dude out because he is not only one of the greatest musicians of all time, he's one of the greatest innovators of all time concerning music, fashion, and all of that.
I agree.
That's what I was saying. I understand that Prince was, great and awesome and everything, but are we really old enough to be part of the mourning Prince generation?
We're not old enough to
Well, I mean, you mourn when Michael Jackson died, and
I listen to Michael Jackson, but I listen to Michael Jackson music all the time, though. I don't know one Prince song. I don't know one.
But that's what I was getting ready to say is some people, some of my friends on Facebook listen to Prince a lot more than other artists. So it kind of depends on how you grew up, what you grew up listening to. So for me, I heard of Prince because of my mom. Go ahead.
I guess maybe if you haven't been in touch with Prince and his music, maybe you wouldn't mourn him, but I would say No,
I definitely respect his. I definitely respect his legacy because for me not to even know one Prince song and know of Prince's music, that's a big thing in itself. Because I don't, like I said, I know more from the Chappelle Show Prince than actual Prince music or anything. You guys want pancakes or
anybody want pancakes?
So he actually did play basketball in high school though. That's what
he did.
I saw his picture.
Too, but he was actually
I saw his picture, bro.
Charlie Murphy wasn't joking.
I believe it. Yeah. I believe everything that Charlie Murphy said. Yeah, I believe all of that.
That is it. But we had to shout that out first. Yeah. But we're gonna start with Marquise for the top 5, and again we're prefacing by saying for our generation because we know we're just like we just said, we can't appreciate Prince fully. We can't appreciate the A-Team fully. I can't appreciate.
I don't know.
A-Team was dope though.
I know, but unless you go back and watch it, you can't remember it.
But I have though. That's what I'm saying.
A-Team, Miami Vice.
Man, I left MacGyver.
Miami Vice, MacGyver.
You said MacGyver?
Yeah.
MacGyver was that joint.
Star Trek, TOS, and TNG. They should have made my list, but
TNG didn't make it. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just thought about it.
Yeah, go ahead and do your list.
So I done completely messed up my list now because I didn't even think about I was thinking extra more recent thing.
Well, but you could amend it. Though.
So I'm gonna do 5. I'm gonna do 5 and then
or have honorable mentions.
Before they done blew my mind and dang. But anyway, so my first one, I tackled it the same way I tackled the movie list, where I tried to come from different genres so that I don't get stale, since I'm looking at this forever or whatever. But so the first one was Breaking Bad. Even though I've only watched Breaking Bad I've watched it one time to completion. The emotional roller coaster it takes you on, and just the growth that Walter White, it's just amazing. Like the storytelling is just amazing. So I think that I could watch that and be like, okay,
bro.
yes,
Heisenberg.
Yes.
I've never seen that show, so
you're gonna need to get up.
Yeah,
on
you
that.
might need to watch that because your boy is, and it's chemistry. So I love.
That's true.
I love chemistry. Yeah, so the first episode they had me when he was talking about crystallography, I was like, oh yeah, because it came out while I was taking analytical, so I was like, oh, so he just go. I got a test on this tomorrow, and he just go do it right here.
Marquis sitting there in class like, am I Walter White?
Yes,
yes. Do I need to go make some?
Yeah, so
I need to go make some math.
I ain't gonna call on names, but I do have friends who are chemistry majors who know how to make crystal.
I'm not surprised.
So I was like,
stay all the way away from those dudes.
I'm gonna cut our relationship off now in case you come up with something later.
Smart man.
Yeah. My second one is obviously going to be Dragon Ball Z. I had to put that because I still watch Dragon Ball Z till today. On the way here, my son was talking about I want to watch Dragon Ball Z. So let you know that I'm still going in on it on a regular basis. So
absolutely.
At this point, I've been watching Dragon Ball Z since I was 11. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna stop.
I came to the party late, but
we know that Naruto is better than Dragon Ball Z.
We're not doing this.
We're gonna save that.
We're not doing this on the air
as a TV show, not as the impact that it had on your life.
Okay, I give you that.
As a TV show, Naruto is better.
I
give you that.
Train, so
I give you that.
Bro, I'm gonna need you to watch Naruto, bro.
Because you remember, it took me a while to come to that.
Yeah, that's true.
But I give you that.
I'm still a fighter.
I'm telling you, you see him and David.
I got the Shippuden. Shippuden, that blows it up.
Bro,
Naruto Shippuden.
I'm telling you. Naruto.
It's on Hulu, so
I'm telling you, it's that fire.
I'll see what's up.
So my third one, I know y'all not gonna agree with this. My third one was South Park because I love South Park.
I don't disagree. I mean, you like what you like.
I will not watch South Park.
See, that's what I'm saying. The list isn't. Well, wait. Is this what we could watch going forward? Period. Because if these are the 5 that we're watching. I can't argue with that, but so much.
That's your. I mean,
you
watch South Park.
Yeah.
I can't.
It'd be different if you said top 5 ever.
I can't watch one episode of South Park because they habitually step over the line for me. Like every episode.
That's why I love it though. That's why they do. That's why
every episode I want to find whoever wrote the episode and be like, you are racist or whatever it is that they did. They always.
But they're consistently racist. But they're consistently racist. That's everybody.
Look, that's true. Yeah. They come for everybody. I give them that.
What I love about South Park is that every time I think they can't go too. Okay, they can't go no further than this. They can't blow my mind anymore. And then the next season come out, I'm like, oh, okay. So you just go
disrespect whatever.
Whatever, anything. Like nothing is sacred. Nothing is sacred.
Nothing's off limits, guys.
So my fourth one, I talked to my wife about this. So my fourth one would be Martin. Like.
Martin.
Yes. Martin was a. So I still watch that show on TV One, and I still laugh at it hard. Like,
man,
Otis though.
I had people.
I'm gonna go as Otis one year, like for Halloween. Real talk.
Hey, Otis was
you can't go wrong with it.
Dragonfly Jones, like the characters that Martin was able to do.
Shanae. Yes. So like I still look at Shanae and it's like, dang, I can't believe that's a dude.
Yeah.
You know, like,
it's like he did excellent.
His characterization is awesome.
And your dude, what's your dude that all right. I can't remember his name when he played the white dude. I can't remember his name, but that guy was hilarious.
I know you're talking about,
Martin's definitely one of the best.
You guys getting some drinks tonight? All right. Look at the white
and Mama
shoe.
Payne,
Look at the white shoe.
His mama though, Mama Payne.
Mama Payne.
I always question like is his mama like this? Like, who is he basing this off of? Because
it don't matter. It was great
because nobody's mom needs to look like that or act like that.
It was TV greatness.
Yeah, and then his relationship with Tisha Campbell was just awesome.
Him and Gina was spectacular.
Yeah, like from the first episode, like because they do a cold opening with their relationship. Mm-hmm. The first episode they have like an amazing chemistry. I don't. It sucks whatever happened that last season between them because
for real,
it was just awesome.
Remind me of Mike and Jamel.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You don't listen to his
podcast.
Oh
okay.
Hey, Mike and Jamel, we love you.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Look, but Martin, that joint. Yeah, that probably would have made mine, but I got one on there.
Similar. And then my number, I think I know what you already.
I got one on there.
I agree with that. Yeah, because I thought about it. Yeah. Number 5 would be Tales from the Crypt. That's my horror one.
Oh, Tales from the Crypt.
I needed a horror show.
That's props right there.
I needed a horror show, and I got
that's good
digital copies of all the seasons of Tales from the Crypt. And although I don't really like the last season, I still put that on, when I need just a short 30-minute,
that's good stuff, right?
I know good and well that I've never watched it.
So I had a whole lot of honorable mentions. Like they said, I didn't consider old stuff. Like I love Star Trek, so TNG should have been up here.
TNG is your favorite Star Trek?
TNG is my favorite Star Trek. I love Picard. Like I resonate more with him than I do with any of the other captains. Well, no, I probably resonate more with Benjamin Sisko, but I just love the stories.
Morgan looks so confused.
The only one I watched was The Next Generation, and that was only every now and again.
So my mom used to watch that when she got home from community college. So, and then Batman, the animated series. I love that.
Yeah, I struggled for that one, bro.
People ate me up, probably ate me up for this, but Darkwing Duck. I love
Darkwing Duck. I am the terror.
Yeah,
Clarkson and Darkwing.
Yeah.
So those are my honorable mentions. But
all right.
But yeah,
I'll go next. All right. So for my first one, I got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man.
Okay,
that is one of my favorite shows ever, and that's always like the rival to Martin.
Yeah, that's
for me. Like Martin, I take nothing away from Martin as a show. No, ain't no way. And you might even laugh more. I might even laugh more consistently watching Martin than I do Fresh Prince. But
Martin was a straight up comedy.
But Fresh Prince, some of those episodes from Fresh Prince are some of the most iconic. For my generation, the episode with him and his father.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, I mean,
I tried watching that.
I'm telling you, man, like that. The episode with him and his father. There's so many, and there were a lot of good stories. I loved Uncle Phil's character.
Yeah, I loved his character.
I loved Uncle Phil's character. He had just the right balance of I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna love you. Like he found it was perfect. Him and Carlton.
People tell me I'm Carlton. They call me Carlton.
Real?
If you get down like Carlton, that's
I
what's up.
Don't get down like Carlton. I don't feel like I'm like Carlton. But
Carlton's that beast, bro.
I don't think so.
But yeah, Fresh Prince. That like I said, I struggled with that one because I loved another. Well, I'll get to the honorable mentions after this, but Fresh Prince is the first one. Mm-hmm. My second, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is good, but it's too epic. It's too epic.
Like, that's another one I ain't even watched.
I tried watching it. I got through season 2, and I'm just like, it's so epic. It just draws on just a little bit too much.
So you saw the episodes with Drogo?
No, I'm gonna get back on it, but
man,
it's just kind of.
You don't know who Drogo is?
I don't think so.
The dude is playing Aquaman?
Nah. Oh wait, no. In the tribe, like the offshoot people.
Yes.
With the girl with the dragon, her tribe?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what that is.
That scene where Drogo straight tore old boy's tongue from his throat, I was like, this is the greatest TV show. It just became that great right now.
Yeah. I know. I like the episode when they poured that liquid gold on that dude's head.
Yes, that was Drogo.
That's why I thought you was going to talk about.
Yeah, Drogo's one of my favorite characters.
He messed that.
Yeah, he sounds like a savage.
He is.
Well,
he is.
That's
Drogo. As a matter of fact, him as an actor, you know how much I love Kratos. I said if they ever make God of War,
I can see that.
I
can see him as Kratos.
Oh, yeah. He's got.
He need to beef up just a little bit more, but other than that,
but I think that's attainable.
Man, though
he did.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's attainable for him to be that character, and he can embody that.
Yeah, I always saw Kratos as a black dude though, but I guess.
Well, I mean,
obviously he wouldn't because he's Greek, but you know.
Well, I mean, but he does look it, and actually, Kyle from Living Single is his voice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, Game of Thrones. It's just another thing that they do well at is similar to what Walking Dead's calling card is. Walking Dead has an incredible affinity to find a way to kill people, piss you off, and keep you watching at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Game of Thrones does the same thing. Like
because I didn't think all those Starks was gonna get ate up in the first season.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That messed me all the way up.
You never.
I just knew the king was gonna survive.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I watched Game of Thrones.
It was his last episode. And I was like,
and some of the
so
villains,
he gonna get out. Oh, they got the sword. Okay,
you have not watched deep enough, dude, because some of the villains on. I love. I mean,
he was still dead, and I was like, oh, that was a double.
you know, I love a good villain, man, and they have villains on there that you literally hate, and so.
Well, I jump back on.
Yeah, trust me, it's worth it. My third one, Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
So we bump on that.
Okay, yeah.
I can't not have Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
As far as a cartoon series, now I struggled because I was like, I grew up watching Batman.
Yeah.
I grew up watching the Batman series. So it was a struggle, but I was like, man, when I found out about Dragon Ball Z, especially Cell and Boo, those it was exponentially awesome. Yeah, and I couldn't leave that off the list.
Yeah, that's I was Frieza. Yeah, but it was Frieza for me.
When he turned Super Saiyan that first time, bro, I was in the living room like, he just went Super Saiyan.
Wasn't it? Was it Gohan that ended up fighting Cell?
Yeah.
When Gohan went level 2 and the ground started cracking under him, I said, I don't need anything else to happen in my life. This is, you know what I'm saying?
And then they got a whole nother saga after that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I haven't seen the people saying Dragon Ball Super. Is it Dragon Ball Super? That's out. They're saying it's pretty good.
It is. I've been trying to watch it here because I like the bulk watch stuff, and it's only coming out. I can't. I watched one episode and it started off awesome. They pretty much got rid of GT, so like
I haven't even been able to see it yet. So
yeah, it's pretty good. They got a new level of Super Saiyan. So
that's the red hair.
No, it's blue.
Oh yeah,
they got blue.
Okay. Well, my fourth one is XFiles.
Okay.
I'm just now getting into XFiles, but it's dope,
bruh. Yeah, I tried watching
it
for the entirety of what I remember in high school, because it would come on TNT late. I stayed up till like 2:00 in the morning daily watching XFiles because I loved. It was the first show that I remember bringing in. I've always been fascinated with supernatural stuff and stuff like that. So it was the first show that I saw that really kind of went towards that, and and they touched on other things too, and then they drop in a funny episode. Yeah. So X-Files,
I think I probably like it now. Like when it used to come on.
I started watching it on Hulu since the new season came out. Like I went back.
Yeah, went back.
I went back to the very first, and the first season is really good. The first,
those seasons are exponentially better than the one they just did. Because the one that they did for the one that they just did was literally just paying homage, setting the stage for the movie. Because they're getting ready to come out with a movie. The seasons though.
Yeah, I knew that.
It's so the seasons are so much better.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, X-Files is my fourth one. 5, Family Guy.
Okay, dang, that's a good one.
Family Guy is one of my favorite shows.
Family Guy is awesome.
That's another habitual line crosser.
I can watch.
Family Guy is not as bad as South Park.
Oh no, they're not. But they always.
Have you been watching the newest season of Family Guy?
I watch every season of Family Guy.
Okay, because this newest season, they've been going in like.
There's no Family Guy season that I've not seen because I think. The thing that amazes me about Family Guy is when they do their bits, when they do their jokes, they find the line. They find the funniest episode to me. There's two that stick out in my mind. One is when Peter is running, doing the Willy Wonka episode.
Yes, and he hit his knee.
And he ran and he hit his knee, and he was like,
"Yes,
they did it just long enough where it wasn't annoying.
It wasn't annoying, or you didn't stop laughing."
And I was like, "How did you do?" Like it made me mad.
And they've reused that gag several times, but it's still funny.
They did it with the frog. Peter got.
No reason you should burst in the laughter right now.
Peter bought Chris a pet frog. And he put him in a shoebox.
But he didn't put holes in it.
He didn't put holes in it. So he put the holes in it while the frog was in it. And he stabbed the mess out of the frog. And then he saw that the frog was dead. And then Peter was like, oh, no, he's not dead. And then he opened the box and saw he was dead. And then he tried to like gently shovel him out of the window.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't get him out. So he took the box out. He was like, yeah. Dude. It was like the funniest. Yeah. It was the same type of humor as the knee thing, but it was how they find that line and
the chicken fights though. The chicken fights.
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely one of the best to me, and I could watch that
forever. I didn't even consider that, but I can definitely get on film.
My honorable mention, the one that I put down. I had some other ones, but the one that I put down, Chappelle Show. Yeah. I don't care if it was just 3 seasons.
Yes.
Chappelle Show changed TV. It changed TV. He set the stage for Key and Peele. He set the stage for Daily Show going as far as they do at times. You know, the Daily Show is another one that could get in there because I love Jon Stewart. If Jon Stewart ran for president right now, I would go for join the fan club.
They can't have both him and Bernie Sanders in there at the same time.
Well, if I had to pick between him and Bernie, I'm taking John.
Yeah, I'm taking John.
Just because I know more of John.
But that's another honorable mention.
Jon Stewart would be vice president though. Make that happen.
Yeah. Well.
Hey,
I don't think they're gonna let two Jewish people in.
No, they ain't gonna let
that happen. But go ahead, Tori.
Oh yeah, I'll do mine real quick because y'all touched on a lot of stuff on mine. But there's only one show that's still on the air that's on my list, my top 5 list, and that's Sherlock, the BBC joint.
I'll give you that.
Y'all seen that?
I'll give you that.
That joint right there. You haven't seen the Sherlock?
I heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet.
That's why I knew that Benedict Cumberbatch playing Doctor Strange was gonna be a beast.
Bruh,
and he also killed not Zod. What's the dude from Star Trek?
Khan.
He killed that.
Yeah, your boy Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know who writes that show, but every episode is like a movie. It's like a feature-length film. There's only 3 episodes per season or something like that.
BBC does that. Yeah, they do that with Luther too.
That junk was straight. Luther's a good one too.
Yeah.
But
I like
that Sherlock, like it goes so in depth. This episode with the soldier, bruh.
Yeah.
Anyway, but then I got The Office on the US version of The Office.
Can't hate on that.
That show was the first show that I ever found myself. I was in my living room. That was the first show that I ever binge watched, first of all. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't on purpose. It was I have to watch the next episode. Because I didn't start watching it until it was already over. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I had never heard of it or whatever. My dude, David, at work told me about it. He was like, man, you never seen The Office? He was like, you got to see Dwight. You got to see Dwight, man.
Dwight is crazy.
The jokes that they play, him and your boy play on each other. Oh, it's hilarious. So I just started watching it for that. But then every time the episode would go off, I was like, oh man, I got to watch the next one because that one was so good.
And Steve Carell.
And I ended up binge watching the whole 6 or 7 seasons or whatever it was in 3 weeks or something like that. And literally, I was in my living room when, God, I can't even remember her name now, but when they were about to break up, when she was about to cheat on him with the Mike dude, I was in my living room. I stood up. I was like, you better not.
Oh my God.
You better not.
Oh my God.
Bruh, I cried in that show. It was hilarious. That show right there was the best of TV to me.
I can't argue with that.
My one, I had the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on mine for all the same reasons as you. And that was my one that, I wrestled with Martin or Fresh Prince for me because of the family. It was a bigger family,
Mm-hmm.
So, that one for all those same reasons. And then I kind of cheated on one because I got Star Trek, The Next Generation, DS9, and Voyager. Those 3.
Those 3. You just say Star Trek.
It's Star Trek, but at the same time, I kind of excluded the original Star Trek and Enterprise. I excluded those 2.
It's hard to watch, but I did finish it.
I haven't finished. I couldn't even finish it yet. That's the last one.
Have you seen Spacey, the one with Khan, though? Have you seen it?
No,
at least watch that one. So when you watch Wrath of Khan, you'll see why it was so trill when he came back.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'll
it's called Space Seed in the second season.
So. I'll get through it, but that first,
it's rough. It's
real. Yeah,
I put TOS on when I need the boys to go to sleep.
Yeah, the originals.
Put them.
But the Captain's Janeway, for me coming up, I would literally watch after SmackDown would go off or whatever. I would watch Star Trek Voyager probably every night when it would come on. I think it was UPN at the time.
Yeah.
I watched that junk every time, and I was like, yo, this show is great. Like, it teaches you stuff. Like, the lessons that you learn from, like, the characters and stuff.
It is.
I ain't gonna take nothing away from it.
Yeah, Star Trek is that.
It is awesome.
But the movies are, like, a separate thing, but the show is good. And, let me see, I got Fresh Prince, Star Trek, A Different World. That made my list. A Different World. That show right there was
that was one that's what I'm saying. It was like a series of 4 shows that I argued with myself for Fresh Prince, Martin, Different World, and Living Single. Yeah, I love Living Single.
Yeah, Living Single is great too. Yeah. And then that's it for mine. And then my the only reason Community didn't make my top 5 is because
was gonna be up there.
Is because
and Jamie Foxx
was horrible. Jamie Foxx too, bro.
I knew
Foxx was my show.
Jamie Foxx, bro.
I probably me and my little brother Marcus, we probably know every episode of that show.
Yeah, you're the one that got me on Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx show was so hilarious. That junk. Jazz, no, Jazz. Jamie Foxx did some crazy stuff.
Devour me, Jamie. Devour me now.
Yeah. The pies. They were calling me.
He said, "You ate her pies, didn't you?"
First episode. When I first heard about that show coming on, I always liked Jamie Foxx, but once they said Garcelle Bouveau was on there, I said,
they killed it. And their relationship in that show was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was. They did a really good job.
That was good. Yeah. And then Naruto was gonna almost make my list, and dang on Young Justice almost made my list too.
That would have been good. But Young Justice is just too short.
Yeah, they don't have enough seasons.
I think they're trying to get. They only have 2 seasons on Netflix, right? Yeah,
that's it. That's all.
I started watching because you told me.
Yeah, that show was so good.
Just like Flash. I give you credit on Flash because you told me I watch it.
Flash, I think Flash can get there too because that show is great, but it's not,
the only reason I didn't put Walking Dead on mine is because, I mean, it's too much of a gimme. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Walking Dead is, in all manners, they do a great job with that show, but there are seasons that are more cumbersome than others. Like the stories get a little bit more dry, whatever. But when it's hitting though, like this last season, anybody's not seen this last season of Walking Dead, you are making a mistake.
I'm only up to season 2. I think.
I'm telling you, this season here though,
I gotta catch up.
It's spectacular.
I need to watch this last season because I haven't watched any of this last season. But everything.
Oh man, you're gonna love it, dude. I'm telling you.
You ready for this treatment?
No. But I'm gonna do my best.
It's too late. We got these questions and we got to get these answers done.
I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best.
All right. So, like we did last week with Black Scorpion, this week LumberJax is going to get the treatment, and the creator of LumberJax is Morgan Iverson. He's got the book out. The LumberJax Saga Volume 1 is out, and he's working on finishing the novel, so it'll be out soon. And we're gonna give him the treatment right now. So my first question is, who would you consider LumberJax's nemesis? Like, everybody has a main villain. Mm-hmm. Who would you consider to be LumberJax's nemesis?
Well, consider where we are with Volume 1 as far as what's already out. You haven't seen his nemesis. His nemesis for Volume 1 was Preston Shelby.
But we all know what. Well, I guess we don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't all know what happened to him.
Y'all don't like spoilers like
we
me.
do not. Yes, please do not spoil it. But Preston Shelby is his, as far as what's been published already. Preston Shelby is his rival, but there will be an undisputed king for a rivalry.
Who is it?
Named Francis Du Maurier. He is a pharmaceutical giant, or at least that's where he made a lot of his money. But he's extremely interested in having his hands in other things, so he gets his hands in food production and same way, similar to Monsanto. He gets his hands in the water. Like he's one of those think Koch brothers, you know what I'm saying? But he's one. But he comes from family money. That's how he got into the pharmaceuticals part. But he's absolutely Jax's nemesis, at least on that level, because there's different aspects to what goes on with Jaxs in New Orleans. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what inspired you to place the settings of LumberJax in New Orleans, and do you have any personal roots there or anything?
I don't have any personal roots in New Orleans, but I don't know. I can't remember what it was that drew me to New Orleans per se. I think one of the things I told you, I've always been into supernatural things, and that is, I mean, so it's kind of a part of me to be curious about that type of stuff. And there are absolutely some supernatural elements in the Lumberjack saga, in its stories, and especially, I mean, you don't see the supernatural things in Volume 1, but it's absolutely there. Yeah, it's absolutely coming in the novel. And I know that that's at least part of it because of the legend or the history behind Marie Laveau, Mardi Gras, the city itself. Another thing that I think drew me in was Big Easy, his truck. Being able to name his truck Big Easy. I love that element of it. And I mean, I'm not from New Orleans, but after I adopted New Orleans as his city, I feel like I am. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear
to actually go,
no, I have plans. At some point because I mean, I really feel like no, don't get it twisted. I'm BC born and bred. You know what I'm saying? Bull City, Durham, North Carolina. But I because of my character and how attached to him I am, I feel like I'm from New Orleans in some aspects.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so staying on the spiritual stuff now, I know just through talking, I know that there's a lot of spiritual stuff, going to be incorporated into his story and in the Fourth Wall universe overall. But in the book, Jaxs isn't like a religious dude. So do you think there'll be a point where he'll claim like a religion, or what do you think? Like, where's he going to go as far as his spirituality?
His storyline more leads him towards a religion. I mean, and it's again something that it evolves as the story evolves. And he's he's originally from Ethiopia. The ties between Ethiopia and Judaism and Christianity are actually strong, really strong. And you'll see those elements in his storyline, especially when he goes back to Ethiopia. I can say that without giving too much away. But especially when he goes back to Ethiopia, you start to see more of those ties to kind of where he's leaning to. But I mean, I'm not the type of person that when it comes to the religious aspects of him, it's not in an aspect of this is right, you're wrong type business, because I don't believe that anybody should be doing that. If God is real, if Jesus is real, if Buddha is real, if Confucius is real, I'm a very evidence-based person. So I approach Jaxs and that spirituality in the same way. I'm not closed-minded to other religions or practices of other people, and I think that's something that you will kind of feel it throughout the story and how the storyline builds for him.
That's awesome. This is going to touch on his origins a little bit, so just answer the best you can. You talked about some of this in our first podcast when we was introducing our characters and everything, so just go from there. Why didn't Jax's father keep him in his home country, since he was a warrior and he could have protected him and used him in that war that was impending?
The biggest reason is because Jax's father is a king. He's a king of. It's not similar to Wakanda. It is in some aspects, but Jax's father is a king of his nation in Ethiopia, or just of Ethiopia, and with him being a king and the threat that was being posed to his family, what he didn't want to do is have a chance of the entire lineage being wiped out. He didn't want to take that chance. So the best way to make sure, now at the time that this war was going on, Jaxs was he got sent when he was between 13 and 14.
Gotcha.
So he could have fought because his father had trained him for that. Yeah. And that's something that gets touched on just a little bit in Volume 1. But it was safer to make sure that he's out of harm's way. Get him out of harm's way so that even if I can't face this challenge, my son can possibly come back and rectify it later.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Why is, all right, I know we always have this discussion when we're talking with the artists and everything. So why is Jax's hair in the way like it's shown in the comics and everything so important to you? Like, why is that such a stickler for you? Like, why is that something that you always have to point out to our artists? What is it about that?
Because it's an important part of who he, to a degree. You know, when he was playing football, his hair hasn't always been like that. It kind of grew. It started getting to the point where it was growing or whatever. And when he goes through what he goes through in Volume 1, that's the least of his concerns. You know, just letting it grow is the least of his concerns. But it also kind of connects him to being back home. You know what I'm saying? Being back, he's from Ethiopia. Like, it's not like he only lived in Ethiopia for 3 or 4 years, you know what I'm saying, or like when he was little or whatever, didn't get to know some of the culture of his country and all of those type of things. So keeping his hair in a way that is, you know, because in America it's more, you know, you tame your hair more, you know what I'm saying, cut fades, buzz cut, stuff like that. In Ethiopia and Africa, period. I mean, you can keep it cut a little bit, but for Jaxs, I think one is out of what he went through, he just lost care for that. And me as a steward of his character, I like to make sure that it is, because I'm trying to also find a place where things are consistent every time you see him. So I don't want to have his hair, if his hair is not going to be right in that way, then I might as well just cut it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it, because I don't want it to look like some poof afro. He don't need to look like Shaft. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make Jaxs look like Shaft. You've seen basketball players, football players with the same type of cut, and that's what I wanted to look like. So I feel you.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask these next 2 questions together. So does Jaxs have an accent, being that he lived in Ethiopia for so long, and since he's so big, how much can he lift? And is his size exceptional for his home country, or are they all that big?
No, okay. Well, what the first part was?
Does he have an accent? Does he?
He does.
It seemed like he should, based on what you just said.
Yeah, he does, but it's waning a little bit, you know, because he's been at the point in Volume 1 that he's at. He's 20. No, he's not 30. You know, he's like 20s, mid 20s. You know, because at the time when he won the championship, I think he was 24. Yeah. So. You know, for what things that have happened, he's probably around 26, 27 years old. Gotcha. So, you know, with him being in the country for this long, you know, you're still gonna have some, but it's starting to wane a little bit. He's getting to know. You'll notice, like in reading the literature, like his conversation, some of it you can hear slang, some of it you won't, because that's not something that's instantly attainable for somebody. Just like if we go to America, if we're from America and we go to some other country, we're not going to pick up all their slang that quickly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's some spots where you'll hear him speaking slang, and there's some where it's not. You know, because for a long time, even when he was here, and you see that in Volume 1, there was nobody teaching him how to speak English. You know, there was nobody teaching him how to, so that's why he was speaking broken English for a long time. So it's still something that's evolving. Gotcha. For the second part, what was the second part?
How much can he lift, and is his size exceptional, or are all people in his village? And
give his dimensions first. Tell people how big he is.
He's 6'8". He's 6'8". He's, for most of his football career, he's been between 295, 315.
But said it's so casual.
You know, like that's a small number.
That's even big for the NFL, bro. That's huge.
Yes. No, Calais Campbell. You know, there's NFL players out there. I mean, there's not a lot of defensive ends that are his height. But see, that's one of the driving forces for Jaxs. Is because of his height and because he plays football, his height is good for basketball, but for football, that's seen as a disadvantage. If you're 6'8" and you're a defensive end, we can chop block you, we can roll blocks to you, we can do all kinds of things to use your size against you. And Jaxs, that's a huge driving force. One of the biggest driving forces for him achieving and overcoming things is he doesn't like to be known as I don't want to be fast for my size. I want to be fast.
Fast, period.
I don't want to be quick for my size. I want to be quick. I don't want to be the best for my position. I want to be the best. It doesn't matter what he approaches. That's how he does it. So even when he lifts weights, and there's a part in Volume 1 that deals with that when he was at the NFL Combine. I don't have a number in my head as far as how much he can bench press. I will say
he was doing 500 push-ups at a time at one point, though.
Yes, I will say he is a workout warrior.
That's hardcore.
He is a workout warrior. Like, if I had a comparison, it would be J.J. Watt. I respect J.J. Watt to the fullest for his
dedication
for his dedication to being the strongest and the best. But even his acumen and know-how and going for it, it can't match Jaxs. Like Jaxs, that's one of Jax's things. Is that's why when he was in the Tori give us when he that's why he was lifting in the way that he did. That's why he was doing so many push-ups. That's why he was
I didn't say where he was.
I know, I'm just saying. If I had to put a number on what he could do. The most I've heard of anybody bench press, I don't know what the record is right now, but the record at the NFL Combine, I think, is 59. Jaxs did 59 and then winked at the camera. So
yeah, this dude, he's on I think because it's a comic book, it's a little exaggerated for human abilities, but he is on a superhuman level. Like in my opinion, he would be on a superhuman level.
Yeah, he needs to be.
Yeah, he is. I mean, no, he is.
He's ridiculously strong.
Yeah. My next question is, this might give away something, but all right, I'll try to phrase. I'll try to phrase it so that you don't have to. All right, so a lot of people have asked you why Jaxs didn't. Dang, no, Jaxs is not the type of person who would pay a ransom for a situation. Now, why? Explain to me if somebody of Jax's wealth, he's a wealthy dude at the time. You said he won a championship, so he's a wealthy dude. Why wouldn't he just give the money for someone that he loved?
All right. So first, all right. From a technical speaking standpoint, he's about to be very wealthy.
Okay.
Think about it in terms of NFL contracts. If he came into the league when he was 20, he's getting ready to hit the point where he gets that next contract. Mm-hmm. Right now, he's still in a rookie contract. He has money because he's got endorsements and things like that. So I need to deal with that first. He's not as rich as he would have been had he gotten the next contract. So
okay.
That's first. He did have the means to. He does have the means to pay ransoms if said ransoms were asked. But Jaxs has been known to have a anger issue.
Oh, he admits it. He admits it.
He has been known to have anger.
I know that.
Episode, what is this? Episode 5?
Oh God! I never said that he did not have anger issues. What I said was he had reason to be angry. He has plenty of reason to be angry. So honestly, a large part of why he would not do that, one is because two of his if he has weaknesses, two of his weaknesses would be lack of trust, and his anger, control of his anger, which is one of the things that extremely important character for him, DL, does for him. He helps him to, because when you're on the football field, and actually it was Coach Humble that you meet in Volume 1 that helped him at first do this, but when you're going through a trauma to the level that he did, of course you're going to need to retrain that dragon. You know what I'm saying? So he's got somebody to try to help him do that. But those are probably two biggest reasons that's his personal weaknesses just overtook those situations. And
gotcha.
You'll see going forward whether or not he has to pay the consequences for that.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah. Good. You answered half of my next question.
Yeah, I was going to ask. About his weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to ask about that too.
So you say his greatest mental weakness would be his lack of trust. You said that. What is his greatest physical weakness?
I mean, he works extremely hard not to have them, especially if he's made aware of it.
Yeah. But if someone was fighting him in a battle hand to hand, what's something they could use against him to get,
Probably intellect. He's not like a big brute idiot. He's not an idiot. But if you're a more trained fighter, he's extremely obsessive when he approaches something. So. When he goes through training, when he gets to the stage of his life where he's becoming LumberJax, when he goes through training, he's very extreme about what he's doing. But there are people that still been doing it longer than you. And even if you're in the middle of it, that's another place where his rage could get him. Because if you're that upset in the heat of battle, you have to be taught to think at the same time, or you'll get beaten by somebody who's more tactical.
Gotcha.
Like if you're fighting. One of my brother-in-law knows a guy that Don. Shout out to He fought overseas and some other things and fought some people that were way bigger than him, but his capacity to not get frazzled or whatever allowed him to take them apart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for Jaxs, that's something that he would definitely have to work on, because that's a part of his rage and helping funnel things and whatever else. I mean, if he had a physical weakness, it would be, and his height can work against him too at times. You know, but if you're 6'8", dealing with somebody that's, you know, if he's fighting Black Scorpion's what, 5'3", right?
5'5".
Yeah, 5'5". So, you know what I'm saying? Like that could work. He would work again. Like if him and Black Scorpion fought, Black Scorpion beat him, he would.
It won't happen a second time.
Yeah, exactly. Like he would be obsessed with making sure that cannot happen again.
Gotcha.
But that can be a weakness for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My last question for you: if Lumberjacks and Kratos fought, who would win?
There are levels to both Kratos and Lumberjacks. So
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there are levels. I don't know how to answer this without giving stuff away.
At their full potential,
at their full potential. Okay, I don't know his full potential, so I can't.
All right,
full
potential.
Or no, we'll just say at the basic. At the basic, then, because
I was gonna say
both of their basic.
Both of them are at their basic levels.
Okay.
Who would win a fight between Lumberjacks?
You're talking about God of War 1, right? At the beginning of the game.
I've never played that. So
what?
Okay. Well.
All right. So we're talking about Kratos pre-Ares.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Kratos pre-Ares versus Jaxs. Is Jaxs trained at all?
Basic Jaxs, like the basic when he becomes Lumberjacks, when he is.
Jaxs.
I think Jaxs will win.
Jaxs, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Ain't no question.
Yeah.
So you just said that Lumberjacks could beat Kratos. All right.
At the beginning of God of War 1.
If it's the
but
warrior,
is he Kratos at that point?
He is Kratos. That's who he is.
His name is Kratos.
He was a general. He was a general before he met Ares.
Right, so Lumberjacks.
But after Ares,
after Ares is a different story.
I don't think that. That's what I was gonna say. Like when you first said it, I was thinking I don't think Lumberjacks.
No. After Ares, because Kratos can do things.
Yes, exactly.
In an element that
he got powers and
Kratos can grow to be a giant.
I mean, he
killed
gods.
Kratos could grow to be a giant.
He killed Zeus in the third one, didn't he?
Yes.
So,
it was spectacular.
Yeah,
but don't get it twisted. Yeah. There will be a power evolving in Jaxs that will go past, I touched on that. That's going to go past physical things. And then people will be their own judge.
So I got plenty more questions. So we'll just stop whenever we need to. How do you come up with the names of your characters? Because that's really interesting to me. Like, I don't want to give any, because I don't want to tell.
I mean, I don't think that's giving anything away.
Like, okay, so I can give an example.
Yeah.
Like, Nisavahi, and this isn't a person, but Anakori. Like, how do you come up with these names? Like,
all right, Nisavahi was. I didn't want it to be a name that was common because she's not common. Without giving anything away. Yeah. That she's not common, but you will find out at a point why her name is so special.
I mean, you can look at it and say, well, I ain't gonna say.
Shut up. Dang.
Yeah, I won't gonna say nothing, but
I mean, I guess it's obvious to me because I know.
It is not.
Yeah,
it's obvious to you. Yes.
I remember I had to ask you, so
that's true. Right?
It was obvious to me.
So and that's what I want.
Yeah.
But yes, I didn't want it to be a common name, and I just thought that would be a really cool way to do it especially as a plot point, because it could be a plot point at some point to be a flashback into who she is.
Yeah.
For Anakori, that came from the Bible, actually. Mm-hmm. Anakori was the name that Samson gave to. He gave it wasn't a well, but it was Samson.
A body of, I think it was a body of water.
Like it was something like a water, like a body of water or a spring of some sort, not a big one. And Samson had just gotten done fighting the Philistines with the jawbone of an ass, and he beat the brakes off of a bunch of them. But after that he was famished, and he was like, "You let me have this great victory, but you gonna let me die out here?" And God made. He made a way for Samson to be able to replenish his thirst. To be able to replenish his thirst. And Samson said, "Oh, you're awesome," and he said, "I'll name this place Anakori." And when I heard it, I was like, "Yo."
So pretty much you draw inspiration from the Bible or just whatever or got you. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean the inspiration for Anakori both in the spiritual sense.
Allegorical references
to
what it did for Samson to what it's going to do.
Exactly.
Got you.
Exactly.
So this is one of my favorite things about your writing is your one-liners and your proverbs. Like I just wouldn't even think of saying some of the stuff that you use.
Like how the best, has some of the best. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're right. No, you can say it. He has some of the best one-liners, like some of the best, like kind of all this wisdom in 5 words type of things. So is that something you do organically, or do you have to like work at that? You like, what's he got to say here? Let me sit here and construct this sentence, or is it just something that happens organically? That's just how your brain thinks.
It's just how my brain thinks.
That's what I thought. That's beast. That's beast. That's what I thought.
I mean, there's sometimes where I have to amend speech in some places based on the character to make sure that it's consistent with how that person, like a character like DL. Yeah, he's an Israeli spy, so you're not. Well, that's not. Let's give it away a little bit, but he's an Israeli spy, so he's not gonna the same way how we talked about Jaxs with his accent and some of those elements, some of those things. He's not gonna speak like that, just like Nisa Fahi. So I have to check those things. But a lot of times, as far as the writing, I just try to make sure I'm true to the character. Now, what they say, that just kind of
comes out.
Yeah, it just kind of comes out.
That's real good.
It's gangster.
So, what's the overall theme of Lumberjacks? Like, if you had to sum it up in one word, what's the overall theme of Lumberjacks?
Like who he is,
or just your story, the literature, the story. Like, what is like?
That's a good question. I think it's still kind of evolving.
Well, what about Volume 1? What would you say in Volume 1? What is?
Volume 1 is largely a story about a guy that had. He started with hard times. He hit some other hard. It's really about overcoming. Volume 1 is about overcoming and enduring some things that a lot of people might not be able to endure, or at least trying to find a way through it.
Gotcha.
And honestly, the novel, a lot of it is. The novel, when it's done, it'll be largely about being able to overcome, enduring things. But in the end, one of the biggest themes is learning who you are and being okay with that, accepting your destiny to a degree. I guess that's
no, that works. That's good.
Yeah,
you already answered that's a little bit when Tori was asking about like his rage and anger. Mm-hmm. Like, so how do you see that in the future? Like in the future for his story and his growth, is that going to change, or is it going to what's going to be his prime motivator at that point, and how is the rage going to play into that?
His rage is almost like his secret sauce. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that ever really goes away as much as it is to think about it spiritually. God gives us all gifts. In my belief, belief, God gives us all gifts that are organic to you and only you. Somebody else might have that same gift, but they can't administer it the same way that you do.
Gotcha.
And for Jaxs, he has to learn. Depending on what your gift is, you have to learn how to craft it. You have to learn how to use it or whatever. And for Jaxs, that's going to be one of his things is learning how to direct it. Because especially with him being a football player, that's one of the things that you learn to do is if you're angry. I know y'all have seen, people in fight montages or whatever. You're mad. Exactly. Go to the gym. If you're upset, go run. Stuff like that. And Jaxs finds ways to do that. But you will see him evolve as a character to, he's going to come to a point where he has to master that. Now, whether he does or not remains to be seen. But he needs to master that in order to become who he needs to be.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You answered most of my other questions while you were talking, but this one, I don't want to give anything away, but Jaxs isn't the type of person to care about. Jaxs has killed some people.
Yes.
All right. Now, what is it about Jaxs' personality that doesn't make him? I'm not gonna say he's not remorseful, but that he's okay with taking a life.
How he reconciled that? How does he reconcile?
It's not something.
That's a good question.
It's actually something you're actually going to see him deal with some of that. Some of it's actually been alluded to somewhat in Volume 1, or he's had moments of at least. You know, he hasn't forgotten that he's done it. You know what I'm saying? And he's not, and that's actually a part of his story arc as far as him becoming who he needs to be is being able to reconcile that, but also finding ways. He doesn't believe in limits. Like one of the first things that you see him say in Chapter 1 of Volume 1 is, you know, being the best isn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? I have to be better than best. You know what I'm saying? Like I there's always something that motivates him to go to the next level, and it's all so it works in that regard with how he administers justice. I guess is the best way to say it. There are varying levels, and honestly, that's probably a part of me because that's something I struggle with sometimes, depending on. I work extremely hard not to judge people, especially because I ain't perfect and I never have been, and I'm still not now. So for me to try to pad because you go through something harder, or it's harder for you to deal with something than it is for me, that doesn't give me the right to say you're an idiot for not being able to deal with that when whatever it is that my weakness is, you know, is like less than that or whatever. And that's something that for Jaxs, it does get brought back again where that's something it's not like he's going around trying to kill people, but there's a fine line for him as far as I'm not about to be dealing with this too much longer now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not the type to, you know, shoot a spider web in a corner and wait for the police to come. You know what I'm saying? If he feels that strongly that this needs to end now,
it's gonna end.
It is. You know,
you ain't about to do that no more.
He very seriously believes in. He has his own way of believing in justice, and I wouldn't call him an anti-hero, but he does walk that line a lot of times where, you know, if you need to get gone, whether we fourth wall, but he can look through the fourth wall and say, it doesn't matter what you think. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're upset. This has to happen. You know what I'm saying? And he's comfortable with that. And as he grows as a person, that is something that he struggles with. But
I'd like to see Jaxs break the fourth wall, though. I think that'll be dope.
Yeah. There are plans.
I was trying to figure out who's going to be like our first character to do it. I think Jaxs will be. Jaxs will be dope to break the fourth wall.
Yeah. Or Grant.
Boy. I had a question about Grant, but I'm not going to ask him. I'm not going to ask him. Grant is my dude. Grant is one of my
favorite. Grant would definitely.
I'm going to visit some of my questions later too.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all want to do this top 5, or y'all want to do this games top 5, or what you want to do? Because I think I want to give mine, but I don't. I think it's going to cause a discussion.
I am interested in how horrible yours are.
Let's do it. Let's do it quickly then. Let's do it quickly because we got to go. So let's do the top 5s quickly. I'll do mine first. All right. Now, everybody who knows me knows this, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Super Mario 64 is the greatest video game that has ever been created.
Did you have?
Period. I went all the way there. It is the best video game that has ever been created, bro.
Marquise has asked me to abstain. Bro,
because if we get on that now, we not going to get to our list. So
he's asked me to
go
abstain.
To number 2.
All right. The Pokemon series.
Okay.
Pokemon series. So you can accept the Pokemon series, but you can't accept Super Mario 64?
We can't accept that it's the greatest game ever. Like
you said it's the greatest game ever made.
It's the greatest game ever made.
It is not.
Number 3.
Bruh. All right, I put I got Arkham. I think it's Arkham Asylum on my Arkham Asylum. The second. That one was on my list. Just because that junk is great. Like that's one of the first games that I was like, yo,
Arkham Knight.
This put me on an. I haven't played that one yet. Yeah.
If you like Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I need that one.
But then you need to play Origins before you play Arkham
Knight. See, that's what I'm saying.
I got the newest one.
Let me. I need the preference. I need the preference, like, because I have not played video games in like 5-6 years now. Like, I have a Wii U at the house, and like I got a PlayStation 3. I haven't played video games.
You didn't have to say that.
Yeah, that's a reason.
I have, I got 4 kids.
Yeah, you got ample reasons.
It's not 4 kids. It's 4 kids. I got 4 kids.
Yeah, it is 4.
And so I haven't played video games in a while. But Also, I included on my list this game called Pikmin just because I love it. Like, Pikmin is a great game. I know it's kind of a kiddie game, but it involves a lot of strategy and it's fun. You know, I liked it a lot. I'm not gonna mess with you. And then I got my last one is a tie between Morrowind and Fallout New Vegas. Is it New Vegas? Mm-hmm. Fallout 3. New Vegas. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those two games right there, they were like Fallout in a similar game. Morrowind, have y'all played Morrowind? Did you play that one? That was the third. Skyrim. Was it the one before? It was it was the one. Yeah. That game right there was like crack to me. Like literally, like I think I was in the military at the time when it came out. And I was in AIT, and it would be times where I would get in trouble because I was playing that game. Like, I would get in trouble because, bruh, you supposed to be studying, you supposed to be doing this, you supposed to be doing PT.
Oh, wait, I think I did play that game.
And it was like, it was on constant, like, it wasn't even my game. It was so good that I was in I was in one of my battle buddies' rooms playing a game, missing formations because I'm sitting here entranced by the TV. That game right there was crack.
He didn't mean it, Uncle Sam. He didn't mean it.
That junk was the crack. For real. All right, who wants to go next?
Go ahead.
So I had 4 strong ones, and then the 5th one, it was just too many that could have fit that spot. So my number 1 is Arkham Knight, which is the 4th one in the series that you said. That one is awesome. I done played it 3 times already.
That's the newest one, right?
That's the newest one. I done played it 3 times already. I've been killing all the AR challenges. I got every costume. I got every costume of Batman.
You 100% on it?
I'm 240%.
Damn, how do you even do that?
Because I beat it regular on hard, then I beat it on New Game Plus, and then I did
What's a New Game Plus? What is that?
This dude did Game Shark that joint.
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't use any codes.
I'm saying you Game Shark 240%.
Yeah. I went in on it. I know what that is. I bought the season pass, so I got like all the extra extended gameplay, everything. Right. Like that game is official.
They went out. Riddler was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I beat all of them junks. Like they went out on a bang.
That's the last one.
This is the last one by Rocksteady. Yeah.
I'll have to play it. I'll get to it.
I'll give it to you. I got it at the house.
I gotta find a PlayStation 4 first.
I'll give it to you.
I'm not giving you my PlayStation.
I mean, I'll take it.
I love you.
No, you don't want to do it. My kids will. Bro, you will be angry.
I will not do it. I will be angry.
I've taught them over the years. Like they messed up one PlayStation 3, and they won't mess up any. I mean,
amen.
You know, they haven't messed up the Wii yet. We've had it for a year now. But go ahead. My
kids can be Second one was Kingdom Hearts 2.
I
love Kingdom Hearts 1.
I give you that.
But Kingdom Hearts 2 was great just because it was a little bit longer.
Kingdom Hearts 2 was
and so they needed Square Enix.
Make that happen for number 3.
What's good with number 3? I done seen gameplay for it, so
for years now. For years we've seen gameplay.
We done seen gameplay, so it's supposed to come out last December. Square Enix, this is to y'all.
2 came out when we were in Greensboro, right?
Yeah,
was that 2?
Long.
That was 2000.
It's been 10 years.
That was a long time.
It's been 10 years. It's officially been 10 years.
That's crazy.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is 10 years old. It doesn't make any sense. They don't have it. It does not. Like, I don't care what they say.
Especially when people will pay for it. Like I will. Yeah. If it comes out, I will buy a PlayStation 4 for that game.
You hear that? Sony.
You have a customer waiting.
Sony.
I don't have.
I'm sure he's not the only one. Sony. No, I'm sure he's not the only one.
Just to play that joint.
So Square Enix stopped blaming it on Final Fantasy.
Hey,
get on it.
Can't make Final Fantasy for stuff.
They say that's why it's been taking so long. No.
That's
a really bad excuse because the last Final Fantasy haven't been all that good. So that's a bad excuse. Y'all live and file. But speaking of Final Fantasy VIII is my 3rd one. It was between that and Final Fantasy VII. Those are my favorite Final Fantasies.
I thought what was it, 10-2 that I remember you playing extremely hard?
Yeah.
I like it. I haven't made it through one Final Fantasy game, bro.
Yeah, you guys. It takes some dedication.
About my RPGs, I get really obsessive. So
I do too. So I gotta play it to completion and get all the weapons. Yeah. Those are my 2 things. I gotta finish it. I gotta get all the summons and I gotta get all the weapons. I don't have to do all the side missions, but just those. I usually have to do a side mission. Yeah,
Final Fantasy every inch of the game.
Final Fantasy get kind of crazy with that. Yeah. The 3rd one was hard. I mean, the 4th one was hard. This is the one that I said that I went back and forth about this, but The Witcher 3. That's the one what I love about that game is just the engine behind it. Like
what is that? I've never even heard of that game.
I never heard
so apparently the first one was a PC game. The second one was only on Xbox, and then the third one they put on like all the systems with
multiple platforms.
Yeah, and it's just I played the game 3 times, and I still get like different side missions because the game learned like every decision you make has repercussions immediately and like later in the game.
So
like
Skynet, then,
you'll forget some stuff. And then it'd be like, oh, you know, that person died. Like, so you can't do that no more. Like, you literally, like, you choose by that, like, there's a war going on during the game, and based on decisions you make, either one person is going to be king at the end of the game or not. Like, you choose who kind of becomes king. You choose, you choose, like, which city is going to be prosperous, which town is going to be prosperous, or if it just gets destroyed. Like, it's just, it's an awesome game. And the character development is good. I think they said they spent, 100 hours of recording on it just for the dialogue because they have to, like,
I think I have heard that. I think I did hear that game. I remember.
Because there's so many different options that can happen.
I think I did.
Like, they have to record audio for all that stuff, amazing. So they gotta.
That's amazing.
It's the one like 200 something game awards. It's like it's awesome.
I think I did hear that.
Yeah. And the third one was the Pokemon series because I still play Pokemon and I would
Pokemon series.
Yeah. The only problem with Pokemon I have is that they should probably stop making Pokemon because I don't know third generation Pokemon at all.
If I know up to I know the first, I could probably recite all 150 of the first ones. Mm-hmm. And the second generation, I know a bunch of, but
the third generation, I don't know. I can't even pronounce some of those third generation ones. I think they ran out of letters, because so now it's they don't even make
circle M.
They don't even have like the consonants and vowels you need to make sounds. They ran out, so
we'll throw it out there. It don't matter what it is. Look at the powers.
Yeah. So yeah, but Pokemon is nasty. Like I can remember where I was when I first played Pokemon.
Which one was the first Pokemon game?
My first Pokemon was Red.
I had
Red version.
Yellow.
Yellow was my second one. Yeah. Well, Yellow was the first one I owned. Red I borrowed from somebody.
I think Yellow was the first one I owned. I think I bought a Game Boy
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color to get Yellow.
Yeah.
Well, my mom bought it for me.
I can't do handheld games, so
Pokemon was that joint.
Pokemon, you hold your joints together like this to trade. You gotta
hit a cord.
You gotta literally be like in proximity.
I used to see people do that. Yes. Yeah. And it did make me jealous to see people do that.
They're having fun.
Y'all like, damn, what they doing? Y'all some geeks.
Yeah.
And I found out I was a geek too. So it's all good.
Okay.
It's like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
Hey, Dragon Ball G changed my life. Where I was like, yo, I've been missing this.
Yeah.
All right. So my first one, Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
I haven't played it. That's why Morrowind is mine.
I started it.
Skyrim.
I got discouraged when they said how long it was. Like,
oh man, dude! Too. Look, the amount of the thing I enjoyed most about it, because that was another one that was hard for me because Fallout 3 was great.
Is that that's the newest?
That's Las Vegas. No, that's New Vegas. That's New Vegas.
New Vegas is 3.
New Vegas is 3. Fallout 4 is the new one, and Fallout 4 is great too. I beat it, but.
New Vegas was,
but the only reason I think I gave Skyrim the nod is because I remember playing Skyrim and the side missions, because they were like guilds that you could join, and the missions for those guilds were just there was a I don't know if it was a witchcraft guild or a magic guild or whatever, and I went like all the way ham on that, dude. Like I did every mission.
Morgan just said he joined the guild, y'all.
Well, it is what it is. Yeah. So Skyrim was my first. I don't have these in any order, like as greatest. Second, Last of Us. I think Last of Us is the best linear game of all time.
It is awesome
because I remember I trust IGN for everything. Shout out to IGN. When it comes to video games, because I've not seen them be wrong yet. In my experience, and for Last of Us, one of the things that I saw in the review that they said was that they did a great job of actually making you care about Ellie. And
yes.
I said,
I felt
no
bad
way
for her.
Don't tell. I actually might end up playing this game.
I'm just telling you the girl's name, but they
I won't go say what happened. But
they did.
I was really worried about her for a while. Like
in the review, in the review, IGN said they did an incredible job of making you actually care about the character and especially Ellie. And I was like, there's no way that a video game. I said the only way
I done played every sad game there can be with Final Fantasy. Like I done seen people you play with from the beginning turn out they've been dead the whole game at the end. Like so I done been taken through.
Is this lost?
Yeah, exactly. Dude fade away at the end. That's 10, by the way. Final Fantasy 10. He was dead the whole time. He was a dream, but Ellie, you was like, oh man.
See, but that's the thing. Like I just didn't believe that was possible. And they got me, especially because usually with games when that happens, you're only mad because they got you killed. You know what I'm saying? So like if you have a partner and they got you killed, that pisses you off.
I think what's that game? Uncharted was
Uncharted 2.
Uncharted, and that's made by the same people. So
yes, made by the same folks. Uncharted.
Check that out.
Uncharted 2, it's made by Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Uncharted 2 is one of the best graphic. It is the best.
You're the one that put me on.
It's the best graphics.
When he walked in the snow and you still see that.
Yes.
Like, and the sound it make.
The graphics and the
they killed that junk.
The graphics and the physics that they had in that game were the best I've ever seen.
Yes, like the way.
The beginning of that game where you're trying to get it out of the train. And
is that the snow? That's when it snowed?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. Like I was tense.
It was an experience. That's what me and my wife said. I said, yo, this isn't a game.
That's what you told me. You told me it was an experience.
I said, this is not a game. This is an experience.
You try to get out, and just when he hit the snow, and you can I don't know, something about you can feel it. You can feel it. Like you can feel
the water too. When he got out of the water, you could tell his clothes were baggy at the bottom. It was awesome.
I don't know how they did that,
but yeah, Last of Us made the same game, and one of the things that storytelling was great, but the tension that they built both with the humans, the clickers.
Yeah,
that game is like.
Oh, that's why I didn't play it. You said it was
that.
That
game
probably
is epic.
Gonna want to play Last.
It's epically great. It's the best linear game.
Yeah, he probably won't play Last of Us.
Yeah,
because I still ain't played Dead Space. I still ain't played
Dead Space is
I turned the game on and just turned it off. I paid for it.
Dead Space 1 might still be the scariest game I've ever played in my life.
I paid for the game.
You haven't?
I haven't.
Oh, dude.
Is it on PlayStation 3 or 4? It had to be on 3.
I think it was a 3.
I think it's on 3. I don't think they have one.
I don't think they have one paid for it yet. I'm telling you, this is how scary it was. I literally paid for the game, bought it, put it in, turned it on, was going to play it, and was like, nah, I'm not about that.
No, that game.
I'm not about that. Even walk out of the first scene.
Dead Space. My wife tried to play it one time because what happened. Like my wife likes to watch me play the game.
Yeah.
She grew up watching her brother play Resident Evil. So we were playing Dead Space. She tried to play it one time and something happened and I'm not lying. She stood up. Like something popped out. She stood up, dropped the controller on the ground, and ran around the couch like 5 times. And I was like, "Where are you going?"
The game is still on.
But she was 100% serious. I was laughing so hard, yo. There was another moment where I got ready to get off this elevator, and something made a noise. The thing that I love about Dead Space is if you see it, you dealing with it. Yeah. It's not like Resident Evil where something
and leave.
Yes.
Like, no.
Sometimes you'll see it and you don't deal with it immediately.
Yeah.
But you're going to deal with it. There was some moments on that game that literally made me drop the controller, and I ain't never done that because I'm not scared of crap. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up like that. But that didn't make the list only because we said top 5 of all time, But my third, Super Mario Brothers 3. Mm-hmm. I had to go back on that because
you got a Mario game. 3 is the second best.
No. Super Mario Brothers 3 changed video gaming, bro.
Like Tanuki Tail, bro.
I'm telling you, it was between that and Sonic and Tails, because Sonic and Tails was another one that set it.
Sonic and Tails was what was that on Genesis?
Yes.
Yeah. Nah, I like Sonic and Knuckles was mine. I think Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, but Knuckles came out. But Tails is the one that changed the game because as soon as you learned you could fly, that was the best part of Super Mario Brothers 3. When you got the raccoon tail, you could fly. It was like, Super Mario Brothers 3. I had to go back in the day for that.
That was good.
4, another one from back in the day, GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was good. I never owned GoldenEye, so I never.
GoldenEye was so good when I couldn't play. It was my god brothers, Chad and Corey. Shout out to them, Chad and Corey Webster. When I used to go over to the house, that's when we played GoldenEye. I used to freaking be ready to cry because we had to leave and I couldn't play GoldenEye because I didn't have it. That game was the Golden Gun. Oh my!
That game. That's one of the games that changed the game too. With that multiplayer. Yes. That's the reason. Yes. That's the reason Super Mario 64. Because Super Mario 64 was like the first game that showed people that you could have a whole world, like a 3D environment. It was the first one to use the analogs. Like it changed gaming. Period.
I'm not.
And you can still. And you can still play it today. Like I will play Super Mario 64 today. If we had like our choice of any game to play, I would probably pick up Super Mario 64.
That's a hard choice because I played too many games.
Yeah, that's too hard. That's
what I said. Like I haven't played in a while though. That's just my.
Yeah, my fifth was Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Oh, that's a good one.
That game, the mind bends in that game blew my mind. I was like. Yes. You what?
Dang, man, I haven't played any of these.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
That's old though. That's PS2.
Yeah, it's PS2. Yo, the storytelling on there.
Yeah, I like Raiden.
Raiden is my. Yeah. Yo, Raiden is that.
Yeah, like that boat mission when you first played with him.
Yes, because I love Snake, but Raiden was like next level.
He's supposed to be getting his own game. Did he get his own?
Because he been on Smash Brothers, not Smash Brothers.
All Stars.
Yes, yeah.
I mean,
Battle Royale. Yeah, Battle Royale.
He's supposed to have his own game, right?
Game. I think he is.
He's supposed to be getting his own
game.
But
the thing about that game that set it apart for me was the story. The storytelling was so ridiculous. I was like, "Yo, this could happen."
Yeah. That's the thing about Metal Gear. It's like, wait a minute. It's only a little bit fake.
Yeah,
it's only slightly fictitious. It's
I
can see a government doing this.
I was like, this might be real life.
The third one had me questioning a lot.
I was playing the game and I was like, I can't. That's Japanese Konami? That's
Konami.
Yeah. I was like, are the Japanese spying on us? Like, what do they know? I'm not playing. While I was playing the game, I was like, they know something.
The third one,
but I couldn't take my head out of the control. I was like, they know something.
Yes.
But I got to get riding in this room though. Like, it was that game. Yeah, that joint changed video games for me too.
Like they. I don't know what's going on, but
I was like, these dudes spying, bro. But
that's crazy.
Honorable mentions: Mass Effect 3. Because they finally made a multi-platform and you didn't have to have an Xbox, and the story, the variations of how the story could end and stuff like that. I think they did an incredible job, which opened the door for games like Until Dawn. When you play I might go get that, so I can give it to you. God of War 3, Uncharted was definitely Uncharted and Fallout 4 were on my honorable mentions, but it was hard. So. God of War 3 was one of the most enjoyable experiences of my entire. Kratos.
Yeah, that was good.
Kratos, bro. Yeah. God, that guy. He is.
You have to talk about Kratos like he's an old friend of yours.
Yeah, I do feel like I know him.
I remember me and Kratos.
You don't need to know Kratos.
I remember me and Kratos tore those Athenians up. It was.
Yeah,
he's definitely one of my favorites.
No one should know Kratos.
Crucial.
He's my favorite character of all time, dude. So.
All right, so what events do we got coming up? I know we got Free Comic Book Day. We're going to be at Ultimate Comics. What's that? May 7th, right? May 7th, we're going to be at Ultimate Comics, Free Comic Book Day. Come check us out. We'll have some comics, some books. We'll have some stuff. We'll be able to talk to you, tell you about the Fourth Wall Universe. And then we got, in June, Heroes Con. Mm-hmm. That's Charlotte. June 17th and 19th in Charlotte. Get your tickets because it's going to be crazy. We're going to be there all 3 days. We'll have... should have Ace Blade 1 and 2. And King Supreme 1.
Don't say that. It better be.
We'll have it there. And you'll get to see the new banner and everything. So
new banner. Black Scorpion that'll be the first convention that we had a Black Scorpion novel. Right. The Lumberjacks novel should be done, which I will preface by saying Volume 1 pretty much takes up the first 7 chapters of the novel. Not even pretty much, it does, and you'll just see the story expand from there. And we also have Annihilation Day that we'll be launching.
They got an Indiegogo coming up. Annihilation Day, y'all can be we'll be dropping little tidbits about that.
We're extremely excited about that.
The first story that we've come together and written all of it, from start to finish. I think it's really good.
It's our first crossover with all of our characters.
Bro, it's so good. Like the Annihilation Day is so good.
Man, don't talk about too much because if people read it and they think it sucks, then we got to.
Because it's not possible. It's not possible. Like I think we did a really good job. Like every time I've written something,
we did it though.
I mean, I know we did it, and I'm partial, but even me reading it, like I'm like, we wrote this, like this happened.
So that's a good thing. But I'm just saying, like I'm not saying temper expectations but you know how big I believe in let the market tell you.
No,
so.
it's gonna. I'm telling you, I know.
I am sure that it's banging, and I know Helmet on the pencils.
Yeah,
shout out Helmet Jacoby and Rich Cardosa for coloring, but I'm quite sure they're gonna.
I might not even letter this one because I don't even know if I'm worthy. So I might hire somebody to professionally.
We're extremely excited about this comic, and it is our first crossover.
Indiegogo will be starting the first week in June, so get your pocketbooks ready.
And we also plan to have some really awesome awards. I don't want you to feel like you're giving a donation to some guys holding cups on the street. Although if that helps, we'll do it. We will hold cups on the street if that helps.
Pass the offering plate.
Absolutely. But we have plans for some really awesome awards. Hopefully they're extremely innovative as well. We don't want you to think that you're just giving us some charity case. You're getting something back out of this, and hopefully, not even hopefully, I'm more than sure that it'll be worthy of your trust and your dollars, whatever amount you choose to give. So.
Yeah. So follow us. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Fourth Wall Pros.
YouTube,
Fourth Wall Pros, pretty much anywhere. You can on Wattpad. You can get free short stories that we've written every Monday. We're putting them out. Hashtag Fourth Wall Universe on any social media. You'll be able to find our stuff. Look up Ace Blade, Black Scorpion, King Supreme, Lumberjacks. Any of our characters. You can search them. You can Google us. We appreciate you listening. Like, share, and subscribe. As always, we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.